So here we are again at this very special Christmas edition of Dad's Kitchen. Looking forward to having a very special guest with me. I've known her for over 30 years and it's going to be great. I've just gone down to Eroski and managed to find lots of little tidbits that are going to, become wonderful canapes. And today with me, my lovely friend, we've known each other for a long time, Sonia Gold. Sonia, it's lovely to have you at home.
And lovely to be here too. Thank you.
So I'm going to be doing lots of little things. I'm hoping that you'll enjoy them. They're going to be very, very simple because that's the whole idea, not to spend a lot of time. But I think it'd be nice whilst I do things that we have a nice chat. So I'm going to start. The first thing I'm going to do, very traditional prawn cocktail, but it's all going to be canapes. So it's all going to be like small sizes. I know that you love tapas and that you love to have little bits of everything. So very simple again. I've managed to find all the things very, very quickly, and I've got these lovely prawns, and I'm just going to peel them very quickly. I'm going to peel a few.
It's not easy to peel prawns, is it?
Well, when they are very, very fresh and cooked well, they actually peel relatively quickly, and you can see that that's the case with this one. So
good,
yeah,
good.
That is it's a good way to mark them. So yeah.
You learn something new every day.
So that's it. It's a little cocktail. It's not going to be a very large one, so we don't need so many of that.
I do like gambas or langostinos or whatever that is.
Just like this. So we just want a few, very roughly, very quickly. That's it. It's light mayonnaise.
Yep.
So that you don't
add extra calories.
Yeah, I don't like using ketchup. Lots of people use ketchup, but I just like to use a little bit of Tabasco, just a little bit, and tomato puree.
Am I going to be trying that? Because if I am, I don't like too much Tabasco. Please.
No, it's just a tiny drop. It's just a tiny drop. So we just mix it up.
Yeah, it gives it a nice color, doesn't it?
I find that ketchup is very vinegary. It's about the only ingredient that I don't like. It's a nice color. I want to give it a little bit of salt. And some pepper.
I'm glad we're going to be seeing this program afterwards because I want to remember all these things.
It's all effect.
And you're so quick, I love it. I'm very quick.
Well, that's the thing.
I do enjoy.
You want to do it quickly. I've got some quail's eggs. These again,
they're boiled.
Easy. I boiled them already, yes, because otherwise we would have to wait quite a while.
No, I was wondering how you were going to put that in there, but they're boiled.
They are very nice eggs.
Yeah.
Those are quite a nice little size, and they look really pretty.
They're also nice for breakfast, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
And because you've got to have a little bit of lemon. Again, it's a canapé, so you don't need a huge chunk.
The decoration helps as well, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, I don't know how long you've taken, but my God, that was like that. Super.
Okay, so something very light. I know that you love persimmon, kaki. It's also known as kaki. It's persimmon. We're going to make a salmorejo gazpacho type, something very different. So instead of using tomato, isn't it beautiful? Look at the color. Yeah, it's that autumny color. That should do it. I've got a bit of garlic and also yes, because it's a gazpacho, so have that there. Probably that amount, and the bread, I'll just tear it. Normally, it'd be great to have like one of those loaves, but I thought no, that'll do. So those are the ingredients. Technically, I'm just going to put them in this wonderful little blender thing. And the garlic.
I'm safe here.
You are indeed. That's perfect. Look at that lovely color. Yes, and the trick, of course, it's salmorejo. If you wanted it to be lighter, it would be gazpacho. You'd add water. And because my artistic mind will not allow me to just serve that without it being, at least even if it's just another hint of color. It makes a difference, doesn't it? And of course, I never use anything that I haven't used as an ingredient, so it does have some green pepper.
So you decorate with what is left over?
Usually, yeah, because it gives, well, I made sure that I had a bit left over. It does give it that little, huh? And now I'm just going to, normally you'd put the oil in there, but I'm just going to tip a little bit of oil at the top, because I don't want it very mixed up. And a little bit of vinegar.
Is that balsamic?
No, vinagre de Jerez. Again, it's a lovely. And there. Doesn't it look lovely? Again.
Indeed. Yes, another lovely little thing for the table.
In case I'm going to be making hummus now, I'm using these wonderful chickpeas. I always have cans of these, and I've been told this can be the water is an egg substitute. So I'm going to try it out. So the chickpeas are in here. The garlic. I'm going to put some cumin. I'm going to put a spoonful of tahini. It's a lovely sesame flavor and smell, and some lemon juice. And wonderful olive oil. It's got gorgeous colour, gorgeous smell.
I enjoy hummus a lot. And you know how I have my hummus? I put it on, I make like a little sandwich, and I put the hummus, and I put fried peppers and walnuts. Delicious.
Lovely, yeah. There. That's it. It's got a lovely consistency, you can see. Oh, it's
Yeah.
lovely.
Lovely color as well. Ah, yes, it's got a lovely color. Little individual dips, no?
Yeah, especially these COVID days where sharing and caring
Yeah, absolutely.
is an
Yes.
issue. Again, presentation is so important. We're going to add a little bit of paprika.
Just one. One of them don't put any, no?
Oh, well, you don't need one. Okay. No paprika for you then. A little bit of
Ah, that's lovely.
olive oil. And just,
Ah, so you add a little bit more lemon.
and I know I can't put one, so one can't have any pepper. And then one of the things, because I think it needs a bit,
Ah, that's
it
how
needs a bit,
that's what you're going to do now.
although this one's fresh, but if it were stale, you could fry it. I am going to fry it because it makes it quite nice. I'm just going to cut it into little triangles like that. And I'm just going
And
to
you
give it a
fry
few
that,
seconds, yeah,
really?
a few
Wow.
seconds in the deep fryer. Okay, so just look at
Wow! Oh my God, look at that. They look like tortilla chips.
that.
Huh?
That's exactly what they are.
Wow, I didn't know you could do that.
Now, isn't that pretty?
The little boats, hummus boats, sailing away into our stomachs.
I'm going to be making now a few things with mince. Mince is incredibly versatile, and I always have quite a bunch, 3 or 4 things we're going to make. So let's just put that. What do you think when you think about mince?
Meatballs.
Meatballs, that's what we're making, yeah, at the moment. So a little bit of bread.
Almondigón.
Yeah.
Almondigón as
Yeah.
well. That would do a lot here.
Yeah, that won't be very good as a canapé. But
No.
yes, it is. I'm pretty sure I could make an albondigón and make a canapé. Egg white, which is quite good, very handy when you only need a little bit. So mix that up. And then they're going to be curried meatballs. So we're going to add some curry.
Add a little spice.
Yeah. I've already made a curried sauce. You could just have a can of sauce. There's loads of those already made at the
Yes.
Roski. There's loads, or you could make it, or if you have any sauce that's left over, also quite useful, to keep it.
Yeah.
Pepper and some salt. Okay, so it's as simple as that. And of course, we don't want to make very big meatballs. You know, when you go to these parties and they come with a tray of meatballs and they're huge, and you always end up making a mess on your shirt. So it's not something that I like. I like to make them relatively small. So,
I mean, I recall when I used to have parties at home, curried meatballs was a bit of my specialty at the time.
So it's a bit of a challenge. Let's see if you like
No,
it.
no, I don't mean in that sense. What I mean is that I used to do them a lot, People like that.
That sort of size. I mean, I'm going to do a few more, but we're only going to use 4.
Petite.
And that's that done. So now I'm just going to put them in the sauce. Okay, so they'll be cooking in a lovely curry sauce that I have. Now I've got more mince here. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add fresh coriander to this. So it already has all those Moroccan flavors.
The spices are so wonderful, aren't they?
They're wonderful. And I'm going to add a little bit of this garlic paste, which is incredibly handy when you just want a little bit and you don't want to be chopping. Again. There. And we're going to make these little kebabs.
And that's the only ingredients it needs.
That is it.
Wow, super. Oh, look at that. I like that. So much fun.
And that's the thing, it's fun, isn't it? You could easily be doing this with one guest at home and have a chat whilst you're making it.
Yeah.
You could even, the two of you be making it, making a
and
whole evening.
Even two persons helping.
A whole evening. It doesn't have to be with a guest, it can be with the people that you live with. I mean, it's such a lovely thing to have that special sharing when you cook, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is it. They just need to go now on a hot plate.
Your son likes cooking?
He does. He hasn't had a choice, really, because I've always been cooking. So I'm going to put these on the hot plate now.
How long will it take, more or less?
They're not very thick, so about 2 or 3 minutes on each side.
Oh, that's super. Do you put oil?
Yes. Okay, and there's some left, so am I going to waste them? No. I've got these. These are lifesavers. These little obleas. Yeah? And I'm just going to cut, because they are canapes, so I'm going to cut them in half. And I'm going to put a little bit of that mince in here.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to cover them.
What are they called?
Oblea. So, I mean, these are very easy to make. You could make them in the oven if you wanted to. And of course, you've got to make sure not to put too much filling, so otherwise they'll take much longer to cook. They shouldn't break, but they will take much longer to cook. So these are done. It's as simple as that. And now they're going to go into a deep fat fryer. Yeah?
So you're cooking 3 things at the same time?
Well, actually, there's some more left, so I'm going to cook a Scotch egg, but it has no sausage meat, because I don't have sausage meat, but I don't want to throw anything. So it's the same meat. More of a Moroccan Scotch egg, won't it?
Yeah.
All those
And what are you
wonderful
going to
spices.
do? They go where? In the deep fryer as well?
Again, you can, yeah, the deep fryer is a good place to actually cook them, but you could also put them in the oven. But there's nothing like that nicely fried. So in a little bit of bread first. I like to double bread them.
Uh-huh. Can you do that with flour as well?
You could, yeah, but there's the bread.
But the bread gives it like a very
You could
nice
do it with all
colour,
sorts
no?
of things. They've got all sorts of things you can use for people who don't have gluten. And the Roski have a wonderful range of things made out of other ingredients that replace. So there it is. Now, as soon as those empanadillas are done, then I can put in the Scotch eggs, the Scotch Moroccan eggs. Okay, so we're going to make a little bit of a dessert now, and I've got this creamed cheese. I'm going to mix that with a little bit of honey. That it's light also, it's light cream cheese. It's easy to scoop.
So we are eating a lot, but not putting a lot of weight on.
Well, hopefully not. Now if I mix that, it's lovely honey.
Honey and cream cheese.
Cheese and honey is a mix made in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's as simple as that. You think, oh, a cheesecake. How are you going to make a cheesecake in just a couple of minutes? Well,
Yeah. Crumble them. And do you do things like this every day? Because you seem to be cooking. No?
Usually, it's important to me to have some time to cook. I find it very relaxing, very therapeutic. And in fact, when I go away on holiday, one of the things I miss the most is actually cooking.
Wow.
So that's the biscuit base.
So who do you take after your mum in the cooking sense?
Actually, both my parents are incredible in the kitchen. Both of them are. And they both make some amazing stuff. They all have their specialties. I mean, for example, all my nephews and my son swear by a lot of my mum's lentils and spaghetti and things like that. And then, no one makes calamares like Grampy. And it's lovely that.
Absolutely
that is a lovely
nice
thing
memories to
feel.
have it.
Yeah, I have them of my own grandparents. It's a wonderful thing. And of course, I can never make anything that Nana makes or Grampy makes as nice as they do, and that's lovely too. That really is
It's
nice.
never as good. It's true.
So that's the cream cheese. I'm going to put. I'm not going to make it very heavy.
berries.
That, and then I'm going to put a little bit of these wonderful cherries, and you can also have
Where do you
black.
Where do you get all these products?
Aroski has a wonderful range of stuff. It's got absolutely every ingredient that I might want except one,
Which
and
is?
that's love.
That's what you put in.
Yeah, that's what I put in. So everything else
They have.
is there.
And where do you shop? In which shop of the three of them that they've got?
I like to go to the one beside the airport because it's always handy.
That's a bigger
for me,
one.
yeah, it's a
And
bigger
you can
one,
get
and I
all the
like to
things.
go
But
once.
the others are
Yeah.
handy as well.
They are.
And what was that you put on there at the end?
That was a bit of icing sugar. It just
I wasn't sure if it was
It's
icing or
Christmas.
custard.
You've got to have snow. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have, that's the only sugar that it has, so it's not a big deal. It doesn't have a lot of sugar.
And mint, I love mint
And
in
then
everything
just the
too.
smell,
Yes.
it's gorgeous.
can have a piece.
So you can, there you go.
I love this smell.
And because you can't have a nice meal without having
How beautiful
a
they
little
look.
bit of
They look
sweet.
so Christmassy
Very
because they're
Christmassy,
red
doesn't
and green.
Yeah.
And the snow. Oh yes,
Oh, yeah.
let
Yeah,
it
yeah,
snow,
let it snow.
let it snow. We are dreaming of a white Christmas.
We're going to, just because we've got some of these left over, and you cannot have a Christmas without a mince pie. We're going to make some little mince pies. And of course, no hassle, again, because that's been done. Short bot. So, just like that.
And if you have somebody coming, for example, de pronto, no? For a coffee or whatever, you can make that in a jiffy.
In no time, because it just takes, the inside is cooked, and you just need to, again, you fry it. Of course, you can drain the oil afterwards. It doesn't, you don't have to have any oil once you put it on some paper. That is it. They go in the deep fryer again for just a few minutes.
As long as you don't mix them up with the salty ones.
Yeah, we've got to watch out, but no, I can tell them apart. Okay, Sonia, so I'm just going to make a very, very simple cocktail, which I hope that you'll enjoy. I need to use, it's called a Clover Club. 60 milliliters of gin, only because we're making it for 2 people, otherwise it would be 30.
That's a lot of gin.
But it's for 2 people. It's a shot, more or less. And then 40 of Chambeau, which is a lovely. And then 2 egg whites.
Really?
Yeah. Very Christmassy. So it's about
Those sound like bells, Christmas bells.
and then another 40 of lemon juice. This is very handy, this lemon juice.
Wow.
And that's it. Now we have to shake it
Not stirred.
for about 45 seconds, more or less. Okay, so that's it. Now we're going to put a few ice cubes, because it's really nice when it's cold, and we give it, it smells lovely actually. Okay, so then this is it. Put that there. Again, decoration, you know, I'm a bit of a fanatic with that. And this.
Oh, it's pink. That would be a great cocktail for the bosom buddies.
See how at the end, that's why it needs to be poured like this, it frosts a bit. Isn't it gorgeous?
It is indeed.
And these lovely rose petals that I got at Swarovski the other day.
Oh, where are they? On what side?
Oh,
Where the
it's a
spices are.
huge with all the baking stuff, but they are lovely. They're lovely with gin.
Lovely. That's beautiful.
And that is it.
Yeah. I like that. What a lovely spread. Mark, I can't believe you've done all this. I know you haven't done it for me, especially because it's for the program, but I am very happy that you've asked me to come and taste all these goodies and get into the Christmas spirit. So I say thank you with a little gift.
Thank you very much, Sonia. I'll open it later. It's wonderful to have you here. It's wonderful to be able to show what you can do with a little bit of creative skill and having wonderful ingredients from Swarovski. I need to thank them very much for all the wonderful stuff that they bring and for supporting the program, because it's a wonderful initiative and it brings lots of interesting ideas of things that they have readily in stock. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy. What are you going to try first?
I think I'm going to go for the gambas.
Okay, and I'm going to go for the hummus. I'm going to just give that a little taste
This is
and see
for
how
the
it goes.
cocktail. I'm going
It's
to
a
go for
prawn
the
cocktail.
cocktail. Yes. Let's see. I like the sauce that you've done.
Yes, it doesn't have any ketchup, as I said. It
It's
makes it
different.
Okay, so Sonia, it's wonderful to have you. We'll continue eating, but I think we need to wish all our viewers a Merry Christmas. So we look forward to many more programs and to enjoying your company and having Eroski backing us up with all these wonderful things. We will see you soon.
Happy Christmas.
Cheers.
Cheers.